USO Turkeys for Troops is sponsored by Thundercat Technology and Immix Group, an Aero company.
All right, we are continuing our Turkeys for Troops telethon this morning. This is the 14th year that WUSA 9 has hosted the USO's Turkeys for Troops telethon, and we are so excited to have all these amazing volunteers back in the building. They are busy answering your calls.
And back with us right now is Tracy Gray, the chairman of USO Advisory Board, and our WUSA 9 president and general manager, who is also the senior vice president of TEGNA's media operations, Richard Dyer.
All right, good morning.
Richard,
good morning.
Good to have you join us.
You said this is the 14th year, and we are very proud on behalf of WUSA 9, Tracy, and the TEGNA Foundation. We once again are happy to support this important effort for our active service members with USO Turkeys for Troops, and we present to you this donation of $10,000.
Yeah.
Excellent.
All right.
Wonderful.
Richard, thank you to you and your team for what you're doing. It's going to make a huge difference for us.
We
and
appreciate
Tracy,
it.
what can $10,000 do to help the USO's mission?
Well, in terms of what we're doing here today, it's going to provide a lot of meals to junior enlisted here in the DC area, which, as we talked about a little earlier, is critically important given the high cost and the upcoming holiday season. So we really appreciate that.
Yeah. And Richard, we've been doing this for years.
Yes.
Why is it so important to our mission here at WUSA 9?
It ties directly into our mission to inform, inspire, and impact. And as you think about veterans, many of us have had the thoughts and the sincere feelings of thank you for your service. But what impact does is it allows you to take those words and transform them into action. Yeah. And this is a very direct, easy way to do it. And what Tracy mentioned was junior service members, taking care of those who are working hard on the front lines, and this is a great opportunity. So if you feel like you've ever said, thanks for your service, and you want to transform that into action, the USO's Turkeys for Troops is the thing to do today.
It's really great. Tracy, can you build off what Richard said about the junior enlisted? Why is that the focus for Turkeys for Troops, for people at home to understand?
Absolutely. So those are the folks, as Richard said, that are working the hardest here, and candidly are not making as much as they're as the officers in the military. And when you take an area like DC that's very expensive, it's hard to put food on the table sometimes, and so that's why the USO has such a strong commitment to being in service of people that serve our nation, right? And so that truly is that the foundation of why we're doing this.
Yeah. And we're having people call in. Anybody can just call in and donate. We hope that this is inspiring. But what does it mean to have these sort of corporate donations and these corporate sponsorships for the USO? Yeah,
no, I think it's incredibly important. You think about what we do. I mentioned that the military community is the heartbeat of the business. We believe that companies like ours serve alongside with the military, support the military, and we run into them all around the world. Right. 2 weeks ago, I was in Poland and had a chance to sit down and have lunch with the U.S. Army that's working right near the Ukraine border.
Wow.
And you think about the impact that we're having and keeping those folks in mind during the holiday season.
Not just here at home, but around the world. Tracy, thank you again. Richard?
Thank you.
Wonderful as always.
All right.
We're going to see those volunteers again. Hopefully you can help make those phones ring, keep them ringing. You're inspired by what's happening here today for our 14th annual Turkeys for Troops. Again, $50 can help feed a family of 6, but if you can't afford that, any amount will help. The phone number is right there on your screen, and you can help a local military family.